Hats off to Coastal Carolina. They did a really good job of isolating us tonight offensively. Beadle was a load tonight. We didn't do a good job on him on the defensive end. Anytime he wasn't shooting a three, a mid-range shot, he got all the way to the basket, and he either got fouled. Got to the free throw line. So really disappointed in our defense, but we got to turn the page, learn from this one. We'll take tomorrow off, but we'll watch film and then just move forward.
It was just might have been even more frustrating than the South Alabama loss in that you kept just getting right up to them and just couldn't finish. You cut it to 54, 52, and you had 3 possessions, and it just was one of those nights you just could never get over that hump.
Yeah, you say it. We just got right there, but I kept telling our guys right there in the timeout that, listen, if we can get to where we take the lead, I think we can finish this thing out. We talk a lot about getting 3 stops in a row, and we just couldn't quite get there. So again, disappointed. The last 3 games, including this one, we've been playing from behind. And you can't continue to do that. So we got to fix that. That's on me, and I'll get it adjusted, and we'll be better.
What did they do on defense in the first half to make things so difficult when it comes to shooting?
Yeah, I thought our shot selection on some of those possessions were tough. We normally take really good shots. The past few games, we've been moving the ball. We've been having really good body movement, and we've been getting good shots. I thought in the first half, we was rushing shots, and that's not what we want to do. We want to get the ball moving, getting it on the first side, the second side, and creating miscommunication and mismatches, and find the right shot. And I didn't think we did that in the first half, and I think that was, a huge reason why our shooting percentage in the first half wasn't good. So, but again, defensively, we have to be better.
For a while now, y'all have done a really good job of shutting down the other team's top scorer. He has a unique game. What makes him so difficult to stop that gave y'all so much trouble?
Well, we just didn't guard the ball. And then when when he got by us and he got into the paint, I talked to our guys about being disciplined, and we were not tonight. We didn't stay down on the ground when we did get him stopped. But he was penetrating left to right. Once he got in the paint, we just were undisciplined. He got the foul line or he scored. And then they made 7 threes, but that one right there at the end, I think Dantzler hit it on the wing. I think we down 1. You get that stop, you get the ball, you got an opportunity to go down and score, and then come down and get another stop. And so, again, they only scored 69 points. We had 65. We got to be better defensively, though.
When it comes to the early on in the game, a lot of fouls, a lot of physical play, and then ultimately the scuffle in the second half. How did you, keep the guys level-headed and, start to make that push late in the second half?
Well, you got to keep, the main thing, what's most important, and that's winning the game. You got, all the pushing and, trash talking, I told our guys, look, play the game. Don't worry about, trash talking or what these guys are saying. Don't get into going back and forth. Let's focus on the game plan and what we're trying to accomplish. And what we're trying to accomplish is win a game, and we didn't do that tonight.